Hello, so I've got a few things on my mind. So we'll start off with James Peatling sling tackle. Now, it was on Lachie Neale. He did one early in the season against my beloved Cats on Ocean Mullen, but the Lachie Neale incident that happened on Friday deserves 3 weeks, I think. I don't think he's done it once before. I think enough is enough with the sling tackles. It really needs to be 3 weeks. I mean, he could have really badly injured Lachie Neale. Luckily, he was okay. I think he did a HIA, but he was fine. So the next one is the Stewart versus Durham bump. Now, lack of awareness from Anderson there, could have chosen the bump as well. But I mean, at the same time, it was a fair bump. Now, first and foremost, I hope that Adam Cerra and Noah Anderson are okay, and hopefully this doesn't affect them, in the coming future. Yeah, I mean, it was a fair bump. I've done a video on this before where Tom Stewart actually got 6 weeks. So if you want to have a look, I'll put a link in the video below. And if he did get him the head, it would definitely deserve 8 weeks. But since he got him in the shoulder and didn't get him high, and it was a clean bump as well, so there's nothing that should have been done, and correct call in the end. Luckily, because I honestly probably would have just given up watching football, just pretty much completely almost, because that would have been ridiculous. Alright, so the next one is, I'm taking my glasses off for this, so poor technique from Adam Cerra there. I'm not trying to victim blame or anything like that, but you need to do a better job there. You need to protect yourself. So you get taught as a kid to turn your body, so you're protecting yourself when you're going for the ball as well. It was poor by Durham. He'll probably get 3 weeks, maybe 2. I'm comfortable with him playing though next week against my Catters. Yes, we need to stamp that out of the game, but at the same time, it was a pretty bad technique what he did there. He went straight head down. You don't do that anymore. So poor technique from Adam Cerra. I do hope he's okay and doesn't suffer any concussions or anything from this. And then I'm also going to talk about the Jed Walter one on Mark O'Connor. The 4 umpires, they didn't pay a free kick. It wouldn't be a down. I don't know if it would be a downfield free kick, because it was pretty much in the contest when he picked up the ball when he just kicked it. So I'd be comfortable with that being just a free kick. I mean, you'll probably get a week, hopefully, but at the same time, I'm comfortable with a fine and a warning. Just don't do it again. So I'm comfortable with that. We need to stamp that out of the game. All right, so Tassie team in doubt. Now, we don't need to build another stadium. It said it's going to only hold 27,000. Yes, 27,000 is a lot, and in a sort of, I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly where the prime location is, but I've got another solution. AFL, if you're ever watching a video of mine, listen up. So let's just say they have, maybe give them 12 home games. So you get 6 in UTAS Stadium and 6 at Ninja Stadium. So you get 6 games in Launceston, 6 games in Hobart. And it's only like a 2.5, 3 hour drive to to both of them. So it's not too bad, and we don't need another stadium. Just do that way. Get rid of the North Melbourne and Hawthorn sponsorship down in Tassie, and let them play in Melbourne or even in Perth, as North Melbourne are doing at the moment. Have a Tassie team. Yeah, maybe build like a facility or something like that where they can train in Hobart and Launceston. Alright, so we're talking about the arc that happened last night. So the ball was still in play by the Carlton defender. I can't remember who it was, top of my head. They kept the ball in play. Essendon got a mark, and then all of a sudden they blew the whistle and said, hang on, score review. They stopped play. So, I mean, they did have numbers back, but at the same time, Essendon could have kicked a goal and had the momentum, and they just stuffed it up. I feel like if it happened after 15 seconds, we don't need to worry about it, because, it's already happened. Move on. If it costs a team a game, well, maybe reconsider it then. Just play on after 15 seconds, because then it takes 45 seconds to a minute and a half, and like, we don't really need more time and stoppages and things like that. If it was a behind because Nick Martin got done for deliberate, I just really wonder if that would have been deliberate. I don't think it would have been, but if you want to be consistent, that had to be deliberate if it was a behind. These are my couple of things and the deliberate rule. Let's talk about the deliberate rule. Yeah, I think we need to stop being so harsh on the deliberate rule in a way. You know, we should really have a last touch at this point, to be honest, because everything's pretty much deliberate. And I feel like the umpires really need to adjudicate? Yeah, that word. I can't pronounce it for my life. But they need to, like conditions, it's a wet game of football last night and pretty much the whole weekend in Victoria. So, if they kick the ball and it just goes out of bounds and a play's near it, just call a boundary throw and don't call deliberate. There's no point. And I think they really need to patch that rule up because it's just getting out of hand at this point. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below your opinions on these things. Peace.